I don't exactly can pinpoint how she looks like, but she looks like she's about my height and she has really long black hair. It's about like it comes down to her waist, kind of long. And then she has this really creepy smile. She's wide-eyed, like staring at you wide-eyed, smiling. It's like it hurts her to smile that way, but she keeps that smile. She would smile until you can see that it really hurts her to smile. It's like
Oh, okay.
macam dia tahan that smile really long time for
Oh,
hours
okay.
on end staring at me. I do remember how her hands looked though, because I think one of the nights I took a peek and it was her fingers are very long, like freakishly long. Her nails are black. She doesn't have like long, sharp nails, like the kind of you see in horror movies. No, but her fingers are just so freakishly long.
Is anyone here? What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.
So this story happened around when I was about 18 or 19 years old. I was still studying back then. I took TESOL. I was studying to become an English teacher locally. And I also did part-time at a local cinema here. My shift usually starts around 12 p.m. in the afternoon and then ends about 2 a.m. because I work in the concession stand. I work with the popcorns and food and all. So we finish around 2 a.m. after we finish cleaning the kitchen out and everything. Coming home late is a norm for me. I usually come home late and I straight lay on the bed and then sleep until next morning where I have to go to classes and stuff. My dad always said to me that it's better if I clean myself up, at least, wash my feet when I come in the house, wash my face, change my clothes, because to him, superstitiously to him is that since I come home late every night, it's possible that things could follow me back as well. And I never believed in that. I'm not a really superstitious person. So I just ignored the advice most of the time. I just told him that I've done it. Okay, I just want to sleep right now. Okay. So until it happened about one night when I came home at around 3 a.m. and then I straight away, lay down on my bed as usual, and then I straight away fell asleep. Usually, I don't even remember my dreams, but this dream was very vivid to me. I remember just dreaming about, seeing myself laying down on the bed, just like I was. But at the corner of my door, my bedroom is very near to the staircase. It's on the upper level of the house. My house is a two-story terrace house. So right by my door is actually a figure of or a shadow that looks like a person. So I knew that at the time I was only living with my dad alone, and my dad is pretty elderly, so he won't come up the stairs to find me. He would just call me. So it was very weird to me, but I ignored it. Somehow I knew that I was in a dream, so I just ignored it. But the feeling that I get, I got goosebumps. The figure didn't do anything much. It's a she, with long hair, and she just stood there silently. Since my the bedroom door is a bit far away from my bed, I could only see the shadow of a figure. It's just standing there, maliciously lah. The first night is okay, although I felt a little bit weirded out by it. The first night was okay. I went to sleep as usual. I woke up and next day I do the same routines. But after this, the first night, on the second night I came back, I noticed that when I dreamt the same dream, and the figure inched closer. Like I knew there was like a gap that she moved closer to me, like closer to my bedroom. So when after about a couple of nights passed, when she moved a bit closer and closer, I can see like the shape of her face. I can see the shape of the figure itself, the long hair, the details to it. When you like people say that when you dream of a person that you can see the whole face and all that, it's like is as if you've met the person in real life. So you're just projecting it back in your dream, right? I was trying to find in my mind, in my memory, that, okay, have I seen this person before at my workplace or when I was studying? Is it one of my friends? I just couldn't recognize, but I couldn't recognize this person in my dream. It got to a point that I was really scared to go to sleep because the fact that her presence she just stood there, and as she inched closer each night, it just gives me a really weird vibe. I had insomnia. I couldn't sleep. I only slept because I was so tired from work and studying. So as she inched closer to me, like one night she was just standing right beside me at my bed. I was just sitting there in bed and she was just really next to me, standing, staring at me. Since she's so near to me, it's like she's breathing down my neck kind of near. I can see her face. She was just, wide-eyed and staring at me, smiling. She was just smiling. She does nothing. She doesn't touch me or anything. She's just smiling, stared at me.
Can you describe to me a bit? I do not know whether you want to try to remember, but can you describe a little bit about how does a lady look like?
I don't exactly can pinpoint how she looks like, but she looks like she's about my height. And she has really long black hair. It's about like, it comes down to her waist, kind of long. And then she has this really creepy smile. Just wide-eyed, like staring at you wide-eyed, smiling. It's like it hurts her to smile that way, but she keeps that smile. She would smile until you can see that it really hurts her to smile. It's like,
oh, okay.
Macam dia tahan that smile really long time for hours on end, staring at me. I do remember how her hands looked though, because I think one of the nights I took a peek, and it was, her fingers are very long, like freakishly long. Her nails are black. She doesn't have like long, sharp nails, like the kind of you see in horror movies. No, but her fingers are just so freakishly long. At that point of time, when I woke up the next day, I felt so tired, so exhausted. Even when the dreams happened consecutively, I could never wake up from it. I tried to force myself to wake up, but it could never happen. It's like something is like blocking me from waking up. It's so heavy to wake up. And I tried Googling about it, and people say that, oh, it could be sleep paralysis where your brain is doing all these things. But I don't know, it just felt so real to me that the presence is actually real. That fateful night, the night that she really was beside my bed, the next night I started moving in my dream. I knew my body was moving as well in real life. Somehow I knew I was like sitting up, just sleeping, sitting up. And she's just next to me, still standing near me. As nights go on, I could see myself in my dream standing up. Each night it will go on like step by step. Okay, so I sit up, and the next night I stood up, and the next night I moved a bit closer to the bedroom door until it got to a point that I was outside my bedroom, and she's just an inch away from me. It's like she's pulling me closer to her in some way, and I couldn't fight it. I tried so hard. Like I would wake up, like break in sweat all over, trying to fight myself to wake up. And then I would like find myself, I woke up standing up, or I woke up like standing up beside my bedroom door. It scared the crap out of me. I didn't dare to tell my family members yet, because if I told my dad, then he would tell me some superstitious stuff like, oh, I told you so, you should have just done what I asked you to do instead of fighting me about it. And I just didn't want to go through that because I was already so tired. It was lethargic level, until one night, as I moved closer and closer to her, all houses, they have like this staircase, right, leading up to the stairs, and there's like this like little balcony ledge, and I find myself dreaming about it one night. I was standing right by it, right beside it, just standing there. And this time, the lady in my dream is not beside me anymore, but she's downstairs, staring up at me at the ledge. She's just staring up and smiling at me. But in this particular dream, she raised up her hand like slowly, and then she mouthed like jump. The feeling that I get from it is like, oh, it's safe to jump. It's okay to jump. Never mind, it's just a dream, just jump. And I find myself in the dream like already half climbing up the balcony ledge. Somehow something inside of me kind of like snapped and tried to fight it, like wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up, wake up right now, wake up. You're doing something dangerous. This is not a dream, wake up. But I couldn't. I was like literally breaking in sweat trying to fight. I was gripping the ledge. After like some point of like fighting it, I recited some prayers and all that, trying to fight myself to wake up. And then I woke up. When I woke up, I was in the exact same position as I was in the dream. I was holding the ledge, like holding for my life. Halfway, my left leg is already up. And then after that, I just, okay, this has got to a point that it's dangerous for me. So I told my dad, and my dad said, okay, this is what we're going to do. I'm going to call some people, some religious people, trying to bless the house, see, if we have some spirits in the house or whatever that's following you, that's latching onto you or something. And then he asked me, right, do you have any bruises or like, do you feel pain anywhere, any parts of your body? I never checked because like I said, I was so tired, right? So when he asked, when I showered, I went to check and I have like bruises like on my arm, like somebody was holding me like pegang to pull closer. So when he called all those religious people to come bless the house, come see me if I was all right or not, and then the Ustad told me, okay, you got somebody here that is interested in being your friend. It's like latching on to you, like it's taking some effort for us to like get rid of it. It's really latching on to you because he really wants to be your friend, really likes you. And then after a round of all the rituals and whatever, I was still afraid to go to sleep. But when I managed to sleep, the lady disappeared. After that, after all the rituals and stuff, it disappeared.
What did you find?
You are listening to Supernatural Confessions.